It's a Friday vlog and it's the one about Millie. Stay tuned, so no one told you that was gonna be this way. Good morning everyone, I hope you're all well. Today is Friday the 27th of January. We're almost at the end of January already. And I thought we'd do a wee vlog today. I'm not doing anything too exciting. We were planning to go to Asda today, but we went yesterday instead. But I've got a few things to chat to you about and a few things to do in my craft room today. So I thought I would do a wee vlog anyway. Before I get into the details of what I was wanting to talk to you about, I'm going to make myself a nice dessert for tonight, which might sound a bit daft because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, but I've been bad this week with my eating. I've been so bad, and it goes back to the old mentality of, hold on a second. Sorry, I was feeding the dogs and Hugo can't make up his mind whether he wants his or not. I had to sit here because if I don't, Willa would go through and eat all theirs because she's so greedy. As you would have seen the other night when she stole half her dinner. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, back to the old diet mentality. And I know I'm not on a diet, but it's the way my head works. I knew I was going to be having a naughty, off-plan meal, whatever phrase I would have used before, on Wednesday for, I nearly said hug my knee, for Burns night. So somehow I got it in my head that it was okay to eat crap all week and start again on Monday. When I got up yesterday morning, I thought, right Fiona, you had your apple crumble and stuff last night, it's fine, you can move on now. But then I tried to put my wedding ring on. Now, the reason you might have noticed I've not had my wedding ring on, it's not because we fell out, it's because if you look closely, you'll see a sort of band there. My hand was getting too puffy or fat for my wedding ring and it was digging into me, it was really sore. So I took it off and it's healed up now, it's not sore. So I went to put it back on yesterday and it didn't fit. And I thought, right, so clearly healthy eating is doing nothing for me. I'm getting fatter rather than thinner, so stuff it. And on the way to Asda we had a Costa. I had a hot chocolate instead of a latte, and then when we were out I bought all the crap I could see that I fancied. And last night I thought to myself, oh, the rest of that tin of custard that I opened a tin of custard for my apple crumble the night before, that's going to go to waste, I better eat that. Oh, and I got Krispy Kreme donuts, I better eat them. So I ended up binging on crap last night because I could and because I wanted to. In fact, I didn't even want to. I didn't want them to go to waste. So I ate loads, stuffed myself silly, and all night I've been waking up with stomach pains and heartburn. So it's my own bloody fault. So I thought to myself today, there's still junk in the drawer that I'm going to want to binge on because I got loads yesterday. I don't know, my head just went into that place. If you've been someone who's struggled with your weight all your life, you will totally be relating to me right now. I know you'll be sitting going, absolutely, nodding your head. You'll know because it's a horrible place to be, but anyone who's dieted on and off all their life has these thoughts. So I thought today when I get up, I'm going to make myself one of the nice desserts that I loved to have when I was on Slimming World. And hopefully, knowing that I've got something sweet that I enjoy for later on, I won't want to raid all the crap that's in the drawer. I will eat it at some point, and I don't mind that. You know, I don't mind having the odd treat, the odd biscuit now and again. But I don't want to sit and eat it all at once and make myself ill again. So once he finally finishes his breakfast, I'm going to make some fruity couscous that I used to make on Slimming World. I used to love overnight oats, which was where you used like porridge oats with yogurt and frozen fruit, and you would make it at night and then have it as your breakfast in the morning. Excuse me, and it was lovely. But what I soon discovered was, when I was on Slimming World, once I'd had the porridge oats in the morning, I couldn't have bread or more porridge or anything like that later on. So I started having fruity couscous, which is where you get, you know, couscous, like just plain, not flavoured stuff, just plain couscous and you mix that up with some diluting juice and water, add frozen fruit, yogurt and some quark, and leave that overnight, and you can either have it for breakfast or a dessert. And couscous was free on Slimming World, and it meant that I could still have bread or porridge at some point if I wanted it. So that is what I'm going to make. I'm going to show you how I make it. It's dead easy. I can make it, but I'm just waiting for Hugo to finish his breakfast first. Oh, that's him finished, so I'm going to, Clyde's not came through for his, I'm going to lift his and then I will make the couscous. Right, so the kettle has just boiled. I've just got a pan on. Has his own couscous. I don't use exact measurements, I just go with what I think looks right, and you can put it in any dish you want. I like it in a mason jar because you can see the layers and I think it's really cool. It makes me feel like I'm a real cook. So I just put in a small amount. You need to remember that couscous will expand. It's that long since I've made it, I can't remember. Right, that will do just now, we'll see. And then I take some diluting juice. I've got some Asda summer fruit, no added sugar. So I just pop in, not too much because you need to add boiling water to it as well, or else it ends up too strong. There we go. So I'll add some boiling water. I don't add a lot of this, the couscous is already covered with the juice, so I just add enough to basically dilute the juice that I've put in and to help the couscous absorb it. So that takes a few minutes to work and I'll come back to you once it is. Right, so the couscous has soaked up all the water and things. I'm just going to give it a wee fluff up. Yum yum. The light in here is horrible. I like to layer my fruit and yoghurt, but you can put all the fruit in, then all the yogurt, then all the fruit. It's entirely up to you. I definitely like to have a layer of fruit against the couscous because using frozen fruit, when it defrosts, the juices actually go into the couscous and make it even tastier. You don't need to use frozen fruit, you can use fresh fruit if you want, but I like the frozen again because it defrosts and the juices go in. But it's entirely up to you, and you can use any fruit you want. I'm going to use frozen strawberries and raspberries just now because that's what I've got and that's my favourite anyway. So I've just got the last of a packet of raspberries. I'm going to pop them in first. Again, it's up to you how many you want, so I've popped them in, and I've got a Danone light and free strawberry yoghurt, so I'll put a wee drop of that in. Then some strawberries. The glass is all steamed up. This is another good way of making sure I get plenty of fruit in me as well. The rest of the yoghurt. A few more strawberries and raspberries. Now you can leave it like that if you want, and it's perfectly fine. But I like to add some sweetened quark. Now this is just plain quark. You do get it now that it's already flavoured and things, but I'm not keen on that, to be honest. I like to use plain quark and I mix it with either just a little bit sweetener or one of the skinny syrups or diluting juice or, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm going to have a little look to see what I'm going to sweeten it with today. I've not got any sweetener. The other thing that's lovely to sweeten quark with is hot chocolate powder. Gives it a nice chocolatey flavour, especially if you use one of the flavoured hot chocolates. I like mint hot chocolate in it. Oh, so good. And if you use one of the, like, Cadbury, I can't remember what they're called now, you know, the lighter, less fattening hot chocolate powders, it's less calories or sins. On Slimming World, you can make this sin-free, I think. It depends, it's that long since I've done it. When I did it, the couscous was free, the yoghurt was free, but I think that's maybe half a sin now, or a sin per pot. And quark was free as well, and if you mixed it with sweetener, it would still be free. I don't know if that's still the case, you would need to check. But I haven't got sweetener, and I am going to sweeten it with the Sweet Freedom vanilla syrup. I've not, oh, yesterday was the first time I tried the vanilla one. I got it in Aldi the other day, and it's nice. It's not my favourite, but it's nice. It'll be nice to sweeten this. So I'll just show you what I do. You don't need a lot of it. Like I say, you don't need it at all. I just feel that having the quark on top gives it more filling power because it's high in protein, but also it makes it look more decadent. It makes you think that you're having a proper dessert because it looks a bit like cream and it just tastes so yummy when it's sweetened. So I've just got a couple of dollops there, that's a technical term. I'm going to put a wee squeeze of this on. If you were calorie counting or on Slimming World, you would want to do it by the teaspoon. It's 13 calories per teaspoon. So I've popped that on. I'm just going to give it a good stir round. Again, you don't need to mix it in a ramekin, but I find mixing it in this means that I get a fairly decent amount. If I mix it in a bowl, I usually make way too much. And you don't want a lot, you just want enough to cover it. I'll see if it's sweet enough. Nope, a wee bit more. I also like using chalk shot to sweeten it. I know a lot of people don't like chalk shot, but I do. And that's made by the same people at Sweet Freedom as well, and it's basically about 15 calories a teaspoon, I think, and it makes it nice and chocolatey. Alright, that looks about right, so bring this back, and I'm just going to pop this on the top. It's not going to look beautiful because it's me who's making it. If you were a half decent cook, you would probably be able to make it look really nice and presentable. I could maybe have been doing with making a little bit more quark, but that'll be fine because I want to save space at the top for another strawberry. The rest of the little tiny raspberry crumbs. Talking of chalk shot, I'm going to drizzle a bit of the raspberry chalk shot over the top. Like so. Oh no, that one's 13 calories a teaspoon too. And that's it done. So you can see the different layers. Got your couscous, your fruit, your yoghurt, your quark at the top with some more fruit and a little drizzle of chalk shot. And I'm just going to cover that up now and put it in the fridge. You can leave it overnight or you can leave it for a few hours. I'm going to pop it in the fridge just now, but when I come to use it, if the fruit's still quite frozen, I might leave it out for 10 minutes. But I'll keep it in the fridge just now in the meantime. Right, that is the couscous safely in the fridge, ready to defrost and all mixed together and be lovely for later. I'll be looking forward to that, so that will keep my hands off the biscuits and chocolate. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, I'm now a bit annoyed at. I mentioned in my last vlog, the Burns Night vlog, that I had got a new tripod and ring light. So in the background there's a ring light. I'll show you it properly in a minute. And it comes with a separate small tripod, like tabletop tripod, which is what you're on at the moment. And I absolutely loved it until I went to use it just now and discovered that it does say it fits most smartphones, but I've had to take my case off my phone for it to fit in either this small tripod, and I tried it in the ring light one as well, and it's the same, which is really annoying. Because who wants to take the phone in and out of a case all the time? I definitely don't. It's not good for the phone, it's not good for the case, and it's just a hassle. Why make it that small? And it just fits in no more. Now I've got a Galaxy A53, I think it is. So, I mean, it's not a huge phone. My last one was an S10, Galaxy S10 Plus or something, and it was a lot bigger, so definitely wouldn't have fitted that. So I'm a wee bit annoyed at that. Anyway, I'll show you the actual tripod and ring light in a wee minute. But first of all, before I forget, I want to talk about wee Millie. Yay! Wee Millie, my wee cousin, and I always call her wee Millie because she's tiny. She is so tiny, but so's her mum Donna. She's so tiny and she's so slim, and yeah, she's just always going to be wee Millie to me, but she'll be 15 this year. Anyway, my mum, Granny Annie, has been away in Falkirk for her work this week, as she does. She goes away through the week to do her line dancing classes, and then she comes back at the weekend. So when she was away, she was at Donna's and she sent me a little video of Millie. Now, I'm going to pop it in for you, but because my mum always films portrait rather than landscape, so it will look a wee bit weird, but I'm going to pop it in for you just now anyway.
This is a memorable moment for Millie. I say that's about right. As you can tell, she loves friends. Oh, so she's painted her door and she's putting, yay! How cool is that? What do you say? Ta-da! It's fab. Nope. Looks actually alright. And by the way, in case you're wondering, that's her lights. Millie painted the door herself. And there's just a, oh wow, it's your spotties. Yeah. Oh, look at the ceiling. Oh, what lamp were you talking about? Oh, so that's a lamp. Wow. What is it called?
Galaxy.
That is amazing. Might get that for Brooke. She might go to sleep. Anything to say to Auntie Fiona?
Millie fell asleep last night without her telly on.
No. Anything to finish off with, Milster? She might put on her vlog.
Go. Unagi.
You have to, 3, 2, 1. Unagi.
How cute is that? I didn't realise Millie was so into Friends now, but she is. She's loving Friends, so I've got a couple of wee things in mind that I'm going to do for her. But you can just wait and see Millie. She watches all my vlogs and she loves being mentioned, so I thought I would pop this little clip in for her so that she sees herself in the vlog. But I'm so proud of her. She painted the door herself. She painted her white door purple herself to put the little Friends frame thing on it. And what about her ceiling? That is amazing. We might need to look into something like that for Brooke. She would love that. Probably calm her down and help her sleep. And that sort of thing is good for Millie. As you may know, she's got a lot of health problems and she was really unwell leading up to Christmas. We were worried that she was going to have to be in hospital over Christmas, but she wasn't. She was home and she's feeling a lot better now, thankfully. At the moment, it's a chronic condition that she's, like me, she's always going to have to put up with it, but she's such a trooper. She's so strong. She doesn't complain. She just gets on with it. Anyway, I wanted to pop that in. I am loving your room, Millie. I love what you've done with your door, and yeah, Auntie Fiona's going to make you a couple of little special things. And the other thing that I wanted to say about Millie is she is so excited because have any of you, like me, watched and became obsessed with the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Now, I'm not talking this rubbish remake from a few years ago. I mean the original one. Can't remember what year that would have been. I'll need to look it up. But the original one with Tim Curry as Frankenfurter. And who else was in it? Oh, what's her face was Janet. Oh, that's going to annoy me. She's been in loads of things. Susan Sarandon. And Riff Raff was... Oh my God, I knew his name a minute ago. The wee guy that did the Crystal Maze. Anyway, I'll pop it all on the screen for you. Now, when I was younger, I got obsessed with the Rocky Horror Show. Before I'd even seen the film, my cousin had a tape. That's how long ago it was. I think I was just in high school and no more. He had a tape which had all the Rocky Horror songs and the audience participation, and I listened to that constantly. I knew all the words to the songs, I knew all the words to the audience participation, and I became obsessed. Then I managed to go and see it live in Edinburgh at the Playhouse and loved it. And I also got my cousin Donna obsessed with it as well, because we had a spare ticket and we only had one spare ticket and we couldn't take Donna and Emma, Donna's wee sister, but Emma was too young anyway. I think it was a 14 age restriction or something even back then. So Donna came, and she was about the same age as Millie is now when she first came, and she was mesmerised. She hadn't seen the Rocky Horror Show as far as I know. She didn't know what it was all about, but she was mesmerised by everybody in the audience being dressed up. I think I went as Janet with the white overcoat, like the white lab coat on, and the audience participation, and the whole night she just sat there going, and she became obsessed then as well. And in turn, Millie has become obsessed. It's one of these things that you can go through generations never even hearing of the Rocky Horror Show. But then, in this case, I got Donna, my cousin got me obsessed, I got Donna obsessed, and Donna got Millie obsessed. Brooks watched it a few times, Abby never really got into it. Jack's not a fan either, but I just love it. Anyway, Millie she knows all the audience participation, or most of it. She's going to have to brush up on it though, I told her, because Donna has managed to get tickets for the two of them to go to Edinburgh to see it live on stage, and Millie is absolutely buzzing. She's already picked out the costume that she's going to wear, and I said to Donna, you better make sure she knows all the audience participation and she better shout it loud. And she went, oh yeah, she already knows most of it, but she's going to brush up. And I've told her she has to shout loud and not to worry, because everybody else shouts anyway. Normally that's the case. One of the times I went, I've seen it multiple times, one of the times I went to see it was with Donna and Emma in Glasgow, and I can't even remember what the line was, but there was one audience participation line that I shouted, and we were quite near the front. I shouted at the top of my voice and nobody else did. And everybody started laughing, even on stage they were laughing. I'm like, whoops. Nobody cares, because that's the whole point of that. I love interactive shows like that. It was the whole point of it. One that I'm talking about with Donna and Emma, we were near the front, and it was a performance for deaf people as well. So there was a signer, there was someone doing sign language at the corner of the stage. And of course, because we're not that used to seeing sign language, we kept watching the show, but then it kept catching our eye, and we were fascinated by it. You know, we weren't laughing at it or anything like that. I don't want anybody to think that we were being, you know, cruel towards deaf people. You know what people are like just now, they're so sensitive and they get offended by everything. We weren't being offensive, but it was genuinely fascinating to us watching it. So we would be watching the show, and every now and again we would watch the person doing the signing. And then it came to the bit, I'm not going to say too much, but there's a rather adult scene in it that's done behind a screen, but you can see shadows and you can hear noises. So we thought, I wonder what the interpreter will do about that. Well, it was hilarious. I'm not going to do it on screen, on video, because it was adult, but let's just say she was miming the sounds, and we buckled. We were in fits of laughter, and I bet she was mortified having to do it as well. She really would have been absolutely mortified having to sign out these sounds that the adults were making, if you know what I mean. Oh, anyway, so yeah, Millie, I'm so chuffed that you're getting to go. I'm so jealous that I'm not going. And we've said that at some point in the future, I'll need to go to a performance with them. Because I'm in the wheelchair, I could go as Dr. Scott, who is one of the characters there. He's in a wheelchair. And at the very end of it, you know, he's always in the wheelchair with his blanket over his knee and things. And at the very end of it, he sort of lifts his blanket and he's got fishnets and high heels on, and he starts kicking his legs, and it is absolutely hilarious. So they're like, you need to come with us once, and you need to go as Dr. Scott and do that. Have the fishnets and the high heels under your blanket. That'll be hilarious. I'm like, yeah, I'm up for that. Millie's like, you wouldn't really, would you? I'm like, yeah, of course I would. Oh, just love it. Let me know in the comments below, are you Rocky Horror Show fans? I think it's a bit Marmite, you either love it or hate it, but we just love it. And ever since, like I say, high school, I've been obsessed, and it's making me want to watch it again. I might watch that tonight, actually. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know. Oh, and the other thing that Millie's done is she's told her granddad to keep his newspaper, because one of the scenes is they're going out and it's thunder and lightning and rain. So in the audience, everybody sits with a newspaper over their head. So she's already got her granddad keeping his newspaper for that. And it used to be really dangerous because the song is about a light, there's a light. So everybody would wave their lighters like that. So that action with newspapers always struck me as being a little bit dangerous, but now everybody uses their phone, so it's fine, it's cool. Anyway, I have been havering on now for 10 minutes about the Rocky Horror Show. So that was the main things that I wanted to speak to you about today. I'm going to turn you around and let you see the ring light in action, because it's really cool actually. Hold on. Right, so here is my ring light. That's it. It's the tripod at its lowest height, and I'll put it up later to see how tall it goes. I've never actually looked, but before that I'll show you. It's USB powered, and I've got it plugged into my computer. You can switch it on like so, and you can adjust the brightness or so. You can put, look at that, it's got 8 coloured LEDs, and you can change the mode of it. So there's that one. That one. Geez, oh, it's weird how different it is on camera, because that's really red in real life, but it's kind of orangey on camera. Oh, and that's green in real life, but blue on camera. How crazy is that? That's blue in real life. That's yellow in real life. That is so weird. That's pink. So, look, and then you've got the lights are turning. You can't really see it. You can speed up and slow down the turning, and then you can have it like that, and again you can speed it up. Look, and it changes colour every time. How cool is that? I think there's 21 different modes that you can have. I spent ages playing with it yesterday when I first set it up. I wasn't actually using it. I was just playing with the lights. That's brilliant. Cheryl, you should maybe get one of these. I bet Ben would love watching the lights changing. And then if you go to the actual ring light, you've got different settings. So that's a warm one. That's a very bright. That's slightly warmer. So you can change the settings according to what you need, and again you can change the brightness of it. So that point of view is really cool. The fact that it comes with the extra tripod, I've got it still on the tripod just now, but I'm holding it like a selfie stick, is really good. It also comes with a remote control, so I can, from a distance, this would have been great when the wee Glasgow granny was here to be able to switch it on and off. So from a distance I can, nope, it's not working. It was paired earlier. I need to pair it to my Bluetooth again. Oh wait, now I've not switched it on. That would explain it. Here we go. I can and start and stop and start. I'm going to stop now because it will really irritate you. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. The only problem is the fact that my phone doesn't fit while it's in the case, which is really annoying. I will link this, and it was Amazon that I got it. I'll link it in the description below for you in case you want to have a look at it. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not sponsored. It's not been gifted. I bought it with my own pennies. It's just in case you're interested in it. I'm going to pause you just now and see how high the stand actually goes. Wow, check this out. It goes up and up and up and up and up. It's almost at the ceiling. It's a lot taller than my old one went. I did have one before, but this little man here, or big man here, chewed the cable, didn't you, when you were a puppy? Me, Mum? No, it wasn't me. Sure it wasn't Hugo. But yeah, look how tall it goes. And the reason that I was really needing this is for doing crafts, because I couldn't get a good angle with my desk tripod. So I'll show you in a minute what I want. So the idea is that I'll be able to have it behind me, but looking over my shoulder like that, so that it's looking straight down at my desk. And I'll be able to film crafty videos, no bother with that. Isn't that cool? Yay! Oh yes, that is my new ring light. I just wanted to show you it because I said in the last video that I would. I'm not going to have that on all the time. It's only going to be when I'm making craft videos. So I suppose the fact that I'm going to have to take the case off my phone isn't that big a deal. But I don't know if I mentioned to you, Jack got me this light for Christmas, which is amazing. It clamps onto the desk anywhere you want it, and you can switch it on, and it's really nice and bright. So when I'm doing my diamond painting or any other crafts, the lighting in here is rubbish, I use that and it is so much better. It makes life so much easier. Oh, I've got UV resin on my desk. Oops. So yeah, between that and that, I'm all set up now for my crafts. And talking about crafts, I'm going to head off because not only have I been havering and you're probably bored stupid, but I have got an order that I need to make for a couple of viewers. The lovely viewers actually they kindly made these custom diamond paintings for me. That one of Willa and that one of the whole family. They made them for me a few years ago, which was absolutely lovely. I love them. But they've asked me to make something for them, so I'm going to get on with that today. And I don't know if they want it shown on film, so I might film it, and if they say it's okay, then I'll show you, but if not, I won't put it in. So that is my plan for the moment. I'm going to go and get on with that. I'll see you soon. Hugo is about to get his teeth brushed. This will be fun. Well, trust me, that is not something you want in your mouth. Oh, what's that, Hugo? Doggy toothpaste. Oh, I don't like that, Dad. Better than toothpaste. Oh no. Right. The idea is to get them used to the flavour of the toothpaste before you attack them with a brush. Well, I'll eat it, she doesn't care. If it's edible, she's having it. Right, so we're going in with a finger brush. Good job. Good boy. I'm going to try and make my escape. Right, good boy. Good boy, Hugo. Good boy. Well, it's like I'm having none of that. Is it Clyde's turn? Good boy, Clyde. Oh, Clyde's so clever. Good boy. He's like, what am I getting now, Dad? Am I getting it? No. Ah. Good girl. Never know how she's going to react to things because she's autistic, so you never know how she's going to cope. Good. Yeah. dog. Oh, well, that's so clever. This is the toothpaste that we were using, and it comes with the finger brush. Much easier than trying to use a normal brush. It's 30 days worth. Dental gel toothpaste. Freshens breath with a great taste dogs love. Vitamin C, clove leaf oil, grapefruit extract and peppermint. Eek. Here we go. Oh, it's absolutely freezing in today. I've just made myself a toffee nut latte from the Tassimo machine. Really nice. Heat me up. I have designed the thing that I'm making for my viewers, but I want to check a couple of things before I cut it. So I'm waiting for them to get back to me on that. But in the meantime, I've been watching some YouTube, and my lovely friend Laura, who I did the craft swap with at Vlogmas a couple of years ago, she has now started uploading to her channel again. Yay! And I thought I would just give her a wee shout out. I've just watched her trailer and she's going to be doing loads of good things. She's just had a cabin built for crafting, and yeah, it looks like she's going to be doing great things as well as craft. She'll be doing cooking, dogs, things like that. She's as bad as us with pets. In fact, she's worse. She's got chickens as well. Yeah, so I just thought I would give her a wee shout out and ask you all to go and give Laura some YouTube love. She is called LJ Creations, and I'll link her channel for you. But yeah, she's going to, the more subscribers she gets, the more pressure she'll feel to actually upload. So you better make sure you're uploading, Laura. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that. Hey Clyde, and the puppies have had their teeth brushed, they're not impressed. Oh, you can't get your coffee now. Apparently they're not allowed to eat anything for half an hour after getting it done, so I'll save you the coffee, Clyde. You can have it after. So that's where we're at just now. I just wanted to come on and say hi to Laura, ask you all to go over and show her some YouTube love, and I'll come back to you in a wee while. Right, it's about lunchtime. I've just had my porridge, and I've spoken to, well, I've messaged Carol, who I'm making the decal for, and she said it's okay for me to tell you what it is that I've made and show you and tell you the backstory, because it's a very touching story. Basically, they got in touch because one of their friends sadly passed away in November. She was only 60 and she had just got a new car. So Carol and Heather wanted a wee thing for her. I'm not sure if it was her husband or partner. Just a nice wee gift to sort of remember her by and to recognise the fact that she'd just got the car. So she asked for a window sticker, a car window sticker in light blue that said Jan's new car, which I thought was lovely. So I will show you it just now. It will look backwards to you just now, but that's because it's going on the inside of the window, which to me, car window stickers should go on the inside anyway. But now, like all the tutorials and things that I've been watching, they go on the outside. So it took me a wee while to figure it out, but I figured out how to do it so that it goes on the inside. I will send some instructions on how to use it, but it's simply a case of taking the white paper backing off. Usually just taking it off a little bit at a time and sticking it to the inside of the window. You would basically make sure that you clean the window first, make sure it's clean and dry, and then you would put it on a wee bit at a time to make sure that it's straight in the way that you want it, and then just take like a credit card or something and give it a good wipe over to make sure that the blue bits are stuck to the window, so that when you peel the clear backing away, the sticker stays there. So I am hoping they're going to like it. I've just sent them a photo and I really hope that they like it. So that's what I've been up to this morning. There's a couple of other things that I'm looking into making, watching some tutorials on just now. So hopefully that might be another crafty video for a crafting chat on a Wednesday. So yeah, that is all I'm up to. I am going to finish doing what I'm doing in here and then probably watch telly for a wee while and come back to you later. Brooke's meant to be going to a cadet camp this weekend, but she was told she could only go if her room was tidy, and we just looked this morning and it's a state, so I don't know if we're going to let her go or not. We shouldn't, because we told her that she couldn't if it wasn't tidy, and I don't like going back on things like that, but at the same time it's cadets, so I feel like she should be allowed to go. And then I think, well, cadets don't stand for messiness anyway, so if the cadets knew how messy her room was, she probably wouldn't get to go. I don't know. I'll need to chat to Jack about it and we'll see what we decide. We might give her a chance to get it tidy before she goes, and we'll see. Anyway, that's all for later on, so I'll come back to you in a wee while. You got what?
I want to grab the pens, pencils.
What do you need them for?
If I'm in actually in classes, then...
Ah, okay. There's Cadet McCord ready to go to camp.
Never call me that again.
Is that not what your name is, Cadets?
Yeah, but not here.
Yeah, well. He only ever comes in to eat and then he buggers off again, don't you, Cat?
Nice to work for a bit.
You don't mind.
The bus in 5 minutes.
I'm not interested in food. Right, well, go enjoy your camp and we shall see you Sunday. Fruity couscous time. So this is what it looks like after it has been in the fridge for nearly 12 hours. Yum. Good evening. That fruity couscous was delicious. It really hit the spot. And I've been looking forward to it all day, so I wasn't tempted to eat any other junk because I knew I had that and it was really filling. So I'm more than happy with that. I'm not going to want anything else to eat tonight. It's back at 7 now anyway. I've got my jammies on. I'm about to go to my bed and watch a telly and play my game. I just wanted to come on and end this vlog. As you saw, we let Brooke go to cadets. Jack wasn't wanting to, but we're letting her sell out again. She's a nightmare. Yeah, Jack thought we should stick to our guns, but to be honest, I let her go more for the cadet's sake than for her sake, because I don't like letting people down, and I felt that maybe someone else didn't get to go because Brooke had a place. You know what I mean? So I didn't want her to miss, so I made it very clear that was the only reason she was getting to go, and she won't be getting her phone or her tablet when she comes back until the room's properly tidy. So I think that was a decent compromise. Anyway, I don't know how long this vlog's going to be. I feel like I've hammered on loads and loads and loads. So hopefully it won't be too long. I managed to get the order finished for Carol and Heather, so that is going to head off to them tomorrow. And yeah, it's been a good wee day. Managed to do everything that I needed done. The dogs got their teeth brushed, which was quite amusing for us, not so much for them. And yeah, it's just been a nice wee Friday. So I'm going to head off now. I hope you've had a lovely Friday and you do have a lovely weekend. This will be going up on Monday. And if you've enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. Talk to me in the comments below. Let me know about the Rocky Horror Show. Are you a fan or are you not? Let me, oh, I might go watch that now actually. That's what I'll watch when I'm in my bed. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in our next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.